Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
I won't forgive you!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
It's a duel of the arts! Don't mind if I do!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let them march through the enemy's arts to me!
All yours!
No complaints here!
Here's the evil now!
Far enough! Mirage!
Where are you going?
I owe you one. Not
Hey,
today!
now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Dragon Mirage!
Can't get out of this!
Here I
Freeze
come!
Lancer!
I'm
Lightning
not
Orb!
done!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Eternal Devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! Soda!
Elusive deity!
Chocolate Flash! Double Demon Fang! Here I come!
Elusive deity!
I'm only
You're
getting
finished!
started!
Dazzle!
Arch
Here I come! Ha!
Take it!
I'm ready!
I'm only getting...
Blow them away!
Raging
Not again!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Here's evil!
It's over! Be still!
Freeze Air Thrust!
I can feel my power growing!
Hey, look at that enemy!
This one will be difficult to predict. I shall ensure you survive this. New melody.
Mirage! Megasonic Thrust!
I'm not so good with airborne targets! Not in your dreams!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that!
Here!
I'll heal you all! More
You're
for the
finished! Try
side.
harder! Now! Dragon War!
Can't get out of this.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the front.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Begin.
Dragon War!
Reload!
This one's all mine!
Lightning!
Burn in hell!
Elusive deity.
You're mine!
Dance in the wind! First aid! Sleep
Can
now!
you take it? Come on.
I'll be now!
Not so fast.
I'm astral energy! Full throttle! I think I'm getting stronger. You got company!
Eternal Devastation!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Leave the forces to me. Leave the agile ones to me.
Move it up! Dragon
Blind freak! What if they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
I owe you one.
Elusive deity.
Dragon Swarm!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! Here's evil!
Burn! Eternal Devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dueling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
Now!
There's still more to go.
No further.
Here goes!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him
Do
down.
they not teach you to say thank you, Indiana? Not in Dual Renin, they don't.
I'm ready!
Kikara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
It's my turn.
Resonate with the earth!
Megasonic Thrust!
Another incantation ruined.
You are intimidating!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! My exploits are bearing fruit.
That equipment should come in handy.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
No choice. How about this? Soaring Red! Damn it! Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Let me help.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Take this! I'm ready! Get toasty!
Burn Strike! My turn!
In
In
here!
a bind?
Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm! You're finished!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Now! Tear! Mirage!
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
What's this thing? Come and face me! Mirage! Shockwave Strike! You're mine! Eternal Devastation!
Everyone's never seen my
Take this!
Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Elusive deity!
Shockwave Strike! Soaring Red Sphere!
Not in your dreams!
Take this!
Can you take it?
Hear me! This one's mine!
Everlasting darkness! Make
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth!
Do it!
You're mine!
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Now! Take this! Crush! Looks like we won. I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top.
Go no further!
Start up!
One more!
Mirage!
Mega Ray!
Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
You're finished!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Take this! Here I come one, come all!
Ready to go!
Dazzle!
Free Blazer!
Tear! You're mine! It's over! Start up!
I'm ready! Here!
Blow them away!
My turn!
You picked the wrong fight!
You're
Dragon Swarm!
Air thrust!
Eternal Devastation! We've turned the tables on him! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Now! You're mine! Hurricane
Here I
Thrust!
go! I'm only getting started! Do it! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Together, that wasn't even a problem. What's that big tower over there?
I hate camping out. We did a lot today, didn't we, Hootle?
This flavor. Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess. Not this way, I guess.
Through.
Here I come! Mirage!
Annihilation!
New melody.
Take it!
Not in your dreams!
Mega Thunder! This one's all mine!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Dragon Form! Burn in hell!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the clock, too.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Take this!
Annihilation! Hear me!
Mirage!
Fury!
Shockwave Splash!
Elusive deity!
You're mine!
Do it!
Hitting pile driver! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Come one, come all! Mirage!
How's this?
Soaring Light Spear!
Dance in the wind! I never miss! In here! Let's get you up! Here's the evil!
Here I come! Got fire!
I've got this! Let him march!
I'm not done! All yours!
Reload!
You're mine! An astral arch?
That's my field!
Glacial Spear!
Shut him down!
Force field!
You're finished!
Don't mind if I do!
Here! Here I come!
Dragon Ray!
Stardust!
I'm out of ammo! Where are you going?
Mirage! Crush!
Glacial Spear!
Eat this! Megasonic Thrust!
Freeze
My
Laser!
turn!
Thunder
Crush!
Blast!
I'll smack you! Dragon Form!
Now!
Glacial Spear!
Here! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry
Not
distraction.
yet.
There's still more to go!
Now! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I can feel my precision improving.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Glacial Spear!
Dragon Form!
Take this.
Eternal Come and face me! Dragon Form! Chocolate Strike! Take this!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for
You
yours
picked the
truly!
wrong
I'm
fight!
expert coming through!
Negative
Not in your dreams!
Here I
Do it!
come! Crush!
Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Now! Take this! Chocolate Strike!
Here!
Here!
Elusive deity.
Take this!
Tornado
You're
Rock.
finished!
I'm ready.
Law! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang.
Phantom!
Downfall! Tempest Whirl!
Chocolate Strike!
Gunpla.
Dragon Form!
Now!
Kisara. All yours, Kisara.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
Hi, Hoodle! I never miss!
Dragon Swarm! Ignite! Dragon Swarm!
I'm only getting started! Right here!
Carve through.
Do it! Dance in the wind!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Denizen! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
Turtle Devastation!
And now or never. Take this.
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
No complaints here. I'm ready.
Lightning
Turtle
Attack!
Devastation! It's time! Dragon Swarm!
I'll grind you with a
Chinese
shot.
Supernova! Here!
You're mine!
Now! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
My
Let
turn!
the marksman hit!
Eternal Devastation! Chocolate Strike!
Take
Wind
it.
Astral
Elusive
Energy!
deity.
Radiant Cascade!
Chocolate
ready.
Strike!
Breath!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Denizen!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
What a rush.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Elde Menancia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along, but it got me thinking. What am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it? No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your part to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Take this!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Lightning! Beautiful!
Resonate with the earth!
I'll heal you
Dragon
all!
form!
Take this.
Lightning!
Try hard, my
Arch
turn!
Stomp!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Dragon stop!
Lightning condensed!
Eternal devastation!
Thunderblaze!
Burn in hell!
I'll heal you all!
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Through armor!
Denied! Raging Cascade!
Now,
Did you just hear me?
try harder!
I need you, remember?
Right.
This one's mine!
Take this.
Eternal devastation!
In a bind?
Enjoy.
Dragon You're mine! Mirage! It's so
This Searing Flame! Reload!
Eternal devastation!
Here,
Not
let me
now,
help.
not ever!
Light Escalade!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
First aid!
Take this. On your deck, Dohalim. Then tonight's meal is on you. You've got to enjoy.
Here!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
wretch like you. Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shiona's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there,
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a— You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Dahnan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Darkwings!
The Darkwings rule!
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadheim said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Dahnans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zeugle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, Ultimately, it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadime, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadime and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hmm?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong. Oh yeah? How's this? great!
Yes. Hey. Ah?
Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there!
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us. Mm-hmm. Well... I see. Just great.
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh? Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, Any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right? Really now.
Yes!
What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Out of our way!
Dragon
Thank you! You got company!
Try harder! Not a chance! I make rupture!
These ones can wreak slaves around us!
Into everlasting darkness! Negative J! Resonate with the earth!
Lightning overload vengeance!
Stalagmite!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hands in the wind!
Hurricane Strike! Resonate with the earth!
Prepare to be seized, fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking and more doing!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Struck!
Lightning hit now! Redwell, Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
An opponent like this should be easy. Come and
In the
face
sky
me!
is mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning
still!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Here I come! It's over!
Freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Not a chance! Too fast!
Catch Tentak. I'll trip it out.
Illusion deity! Shockwave Slash! Here I come! Thanks! Shockwave Slash!
You're helping me have become a pattern.
It's for the good of all of us.
I'm ready!
Is it now?
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Well, looky here.
Damn it! Right, here goes!
Right.
Carve through armor!
I'm only down in here. Lightning!
Dragon Swarm! Piston! Shockwave Slash!
Here's evil!
Take it to
Here's too much to handle!
Ignite!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Megasonic
I'm
Swarm!
ready! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Lightning
My
to
turn!
Here's the evil!
Mirage!
Thunder
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah. It's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is... What's this thing?
Let's see what you've got.
Shockwave Slash!
I never miss!
In a bind,
Dragon Swarm!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Megasonic Thrust! You picked the wrong fight!
Light Astral Energy and attack!
Eternal Devastation! I'm not done!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Now we see what I can do!
Precision, precision, time. Oh, a perfect test.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your fire.
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! So I still had room to grow.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of...
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Here I come! Shockwave Slash! Pierce!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Megasonic Thrust! Hit count!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
To me!
Take this!
Megasonic!
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
You know, I'll have to keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Sweet dreams!
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of me. Embrace it.
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Damn it!
Hi, Hootle!
Not today! Dragon Swarm!
Negative gate!
Eternal Devastation!
Smash you!
Shockwave Slash!
Mega Ray! This annihilation! Alright!
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Shockwave Slash! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
Do it!
pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Here I come! Eternal Devastation!
Lightning Orb! Dance in the wind! Feel!
Mirage!
This will come in
Here I
handy.
come! This one's all mine! pile driver! Take this! I'm ready!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I think I'm getting stronger. Go no further! Glacial Spear!
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
I'll thank you!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! You going? Lightning
Eating
orb!
pile chocolate flush! I can carve through water! I'll thank you!
Don't mind if I do! It looks like you got this one covered!
In a bind?
Back into the fray!
Dragon Swarm! Chocolate flush! Try harder!
Thunder Field!
Eating pile driver!
Raging
Double
Cascade!
Demon Fang!
Field! There! One more! Fading! Meta Ray!
Mega
Raging
Kick
Fire!
Time!
Banana! Let's go!
Burn in hell! Dragon Swarm! Elusive Deity! Crush! Pile driver! Here!
Amazing.
Mega Sonic Thrust! Now I can let loose!
Lightning Orb! Lightning Condemned! Thunder Blade! Reload!
I'll burn you into dust!
Adversity is said to be the best motivation.
Chocolate Flush! Negative Gate! Resonate with the earth!
Get on it!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Smelling Gate!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Pride was my downfall.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Shut this one's all mine! Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation! Glacial Spear! Here's
Ignite!
Evil!
Still not feeling so great.
Freeze Lancer! It's death time! One more! I can handle it! It's a win! Field! Healing Circle! More for the
Now I can let...
Radiant
Is that you dying?
Mega Sonic Thrust! You're mine!
Healing Circle!
No further!
More for the Here goes! Not in your dreams! Reload!
Chocolate Flush! Be still! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
You'll
for.
find no
Get
mercy!
behind me.
Got it! Can you take it? I'll leave it to you!
Resonate with the
Now I can let loose!
Raging Cascade!
Here!
Gemini Offload! In here!
Shatter! Behold! The Earth's pulse! Tectonic Vision!
I'll cover you!
Chocolate Slash! I owe you one! Your armor won't save you!
Champion Whirl!
Mega! An astral
Healing! That's my cue!
Shut him down! Ignite!
I'm ready! Glacial Spear! Here's Evil! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Glacial Spear! Here's Evil!
Mega Sonic
Now!
Thrust! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe.
Let's dispose of the trash. Thank
I shall
you.
ensure you say it as though you're surprised.
It'll take a bit to get used to.
Eternal Devastation!
Deny!
Dragon Swarm! You got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it. Now!
All yours! In and Blast it! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally time.
Attack time! Dragon Swarm!
Now we see what I can do!
Do it! Kisara, Frozen!
Hammer!
This could be useful.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Dahnan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Dahnans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Dahnans and the deaths of Renans.
Dahnans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh, I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. We should really get some rest. Another day, another Gald.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Hup. I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Reel it in. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Ha! Is this what I think it is? This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
Stars above! That's gotta be a new record!
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
What's this thing?
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Chocolate Slash! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
You're mine.
Chocolate Slash!
It can hide itself?
Amazing! Strike!
Burning strike.
You're mine! Does it hurt? Eternal Death!
You're mine.
Here! Chocolate Slash!
Here goes.
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
Where are you going?
Chocolate Slash!
Dance in the wind.
I'm ready.
Annihilate.
Being interrupted.
Raging cascade.
Negative gate. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
By the power of water! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Raging cascade.
I'll face you.
Dragon
Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver.
Ignite!
Not so fast.
Thunderblade.
Now! Try this!
Here's a healing arc.
Explosive
Take too much. No
Let me
further.
First aid.
Now I can let loose.
Mega ray. Blunt and sweet.
Elusive deity. Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm... here to stop.
Resuscitation.
I hope this medicine works.
Not done yet! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
This one's
Chocolate
mine.
Slash!
Here goes. Annihilation.
Infernal Cap!
Mega ray. Lightning cascade.
Where are you going?
Now you see what I can do.
Here.
Denied! By the power of water!
Raging
Chocolate
cascade.
Slash! Infernal Torrent! Try harder! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Not on my watch.
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
Raging cascade.
Everlasting.
No more playing nice!
Take care of Noodle.
I couldn't make it in time.
Eat dirt!
Resuscitation. Hear me.
Chocolate Slash!
Still got the violence in me.
Infernal Torrent! Dragon
Lightning
Swarm!
orb. Banana.
Another incantation ruined.
Chocolate Slash!
Now give.
Infernal Torrent!
with the
Try
earth.
harder! Dragon Swarm! Chocolate Slash!
Take this.
Dragon Swarm!
I can't hold on much longer.
Over. Forgive me. This is my fault. Can you take it? You're gonna need more. Not so fast.
Let me help!
First aid.
I owe you one.
Primed and ready! I never miss!
Light astral energy. Here's a healing arc.
Deity.
First aid. Thank you. No more Miss Nice Girl. Mega ray.
I'm ready. Ring left. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
I can feel my precision improving.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
You make sure to rest too, Hootle.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
What's wrong, Law?
Why do I gotta have a vitamin smoothie?
Because you've been eating nothing but meat lately. Your body needs vegetables to stay healthy.
Yeah, but does it have to be so concentrated?
It's better that way. Even if you hate vegetables, all you have to do is drink it. It's a quick and easy way to get more nutrients.
Like you're one to talk. You'll have anything as long as it's spicy.
Which that vitamin smoothie isn't. I know its taste leaves a little to be desired, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad.
This sludge isn't gonna make me less hungry.
I don't know. If you downed 10 of them, I bet you'd start feeling pretty full.
Are you trying to turn me into an herbivore or something?
If I were you, Law, I'd drink it down sooner rather than later. It's going to start tasting bitter if you let it get warm.
It's already bitter when it's cold.
Come on, Law. It's good for you. Quit complaining and drink it already.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?